What's new for the Honda Ridgeline? Well, the 2024 Honda Ridgeline is refreshed, and today I'm taking my very first test drive on it. This is the Black Edition, top of the line, which means I'm not gonna know everything about it, but I did know somebody who is gonna know everything about it.
What's
Hey,
up,
Justin.
Brian?
Hey.
How are you?
Doing well. Justin's a
guys.
salesman here at Smail Honda in Greensburg. He's gonna help me out with this test drive.
Absolutely.
Let's get to it.
Let's check it out.
All right, guys, we're gonna come in close on this one because we have a very nice white color on this. What's this called, Justin?
This is Platinum White Pearl.
Coming around the front, I'm actually noticing, first thing, all these blacked out features on this white vehicle.
Yes.
That's what the Black Edition is
Right,
for,
exactly.
right?
So the Black Edition does come in a few different exterior colors. You'll notice with the 24 that the grille in the front has changed the styling just a bit. The LED daytime running lamps, you have the LED headlights, you have the fog lamps as well, of course. You do have the bumper sensors in the front. So the Black Edition, of course, has the front bumper sensors as well as the rear. And you're gonna come across to the 18-inch wheels, the blacked out wheels. So that's the theme, you know, with the Black Edition. You have the blacked out, yeah, you got the glossy outside mirrors as well.
Coming around to the tailgate here, Justin, this looks completely different than other Ridgelines that I've seen.
Yeah, the 24, they had the Ridgeline badging stamped into the back tailgate there. That's specific to the 24s. Gives it that nice rugged look. You do have the dual chrome exhaust tips. You got the tailgate there, the hitch with the hitch harness. You got the wiring harness down there as well. Tailgate comes down a couple different ways. You can pull it down the traditional way.
That's normal. I see a lot of trucks do that.
Another way is pulling it out from the side. So you have the release written there on the back of the tailgate here. That's how you know where the release is. You just pull that and just open up the tailgate to the side there. And I'll tell you what, it makes it really easy, Brian, to put stuff in the back of the tailgate. You can slide stuff easy, you can get closer to the back of the truck.
Yeah.
Another thing I like to point out is the wheel wells. They don't protrude out into the back of the bed. That makes it easy to put stuff in and out, put more stuff in here
Yeah, it
as
doesn't
well.
hinder you or prevent you from putting
No,
that's
I
nice.
think of the full-size trucks. They have those wheel wells that protrude in there. So you can actually put more stuff in this mid-size truck than you can in a full-size sometimes. So,
That's awesome.
Yep, absolutely. You also have the bed underneath here. So with Smart Entry, having the key fob on you, you can get in and out of the vehicle, unlock it and lock it. There's a little rubber button. So when the vehicle's locked up, this is locked.
Okay.
You just pop it open, and then you got the tub underneath. You do have your spare tire and jack and tools in order to change the tire. There's a plug down here below as well, and that's to help drain anything. So if you have ice, beer, pop, you know, tailgating, if you take it camping, fishing, you can put your fish in a bag, put them on ice until you get home. You do have these tie downs that makes it very easy to tie stuff down, keep it stationary in the tailgate. Also, hidden in here, you do have a 115 volt, 150 watt power outlet. That's that 2-prong power outlet. So if you want to plug in anything during tailgating, like a flat screen TV, heck, you can hook up a crock pot and cook some food for tailgating, whatever you want.
I noticed that this has Smart Entry, right?
Yes, it does.
All right, so I just
So
come
you
up
want to
here.
know what that is?
Yeah, go ahead. And
All you do is just put your hand through the handle. As long as you have the key fob on you in your purse or pocket, you're going to be able to unlock the vehicle. When you're done, just hit the black rubber button.
yeah.
And that locks it up. And I also wanted to mention that this does come standard with a remote start system, and that will bring the cabin to a comfortable 72 degrees Fahrenheit. So if it's hot out, it'll bring the temperature down. If it's cold, it'll bring the temperature up for you. Turn your heated seat on, your heated steering wheel, and you have the heated windshield wipers.
What about in the summertime when it's hot out?
Let's say you're walking away from the truck and you wanted to crack your windows.
Yeah.
You can actually do that without getting inside of the truck. All you have to do is hit the unlock button twice in a row. So once and then hold it down the second time. And as long as you hold your thumb down, it'll open up the windows and open up the moonroof as well.
I can cool out the vehicle on those hot days.
Sure.
And it's heated everything, it seems,
Yeah.
on the cold days. So I'm set. Let's jump into the back seat and see how much space we have. All right, so getting into the back seat here, we have some nice black leather interior, perforated leather with some red stitching.
That's specific to the Black Edition as well.
Yeah,
So
well, it's nice. It sticks out really nice. Hey, heated seats back here?
absolutely.
Wow.
Yep, you have the heated outboard seats, and you have the ability to adjust the temperature in the back. So you have your climate control. This actually has tri-zone climate control for the driver, passenger, and for the rear occupants.
Wow, so you really have two chargers back there and a 12 volt.
Absolutely, yep.
So looking at my side here, I have an armrest, and this is a nice spacious armrest
Absolutely.
with two cup holders and a little cubby right there as well.
Don't forget about the cup holder in the door too, Brian.
I could fit so many cups back here.
You know what else they have? They have a cell phone holder.
Oh, that's awesome.
Pretty cool, huh?
But will these fit your standard Stanley Cup size?
The Stanley Cup?
The Stanley Cup.
I don't know. I think they're a little bit small for the Stanley Cup, but we could always try. I'd love
We'll
to.
give it a
I'd love to
shot.
have the opportunity to try. You know.
Look out for a future video for the Stanley Cup video.
Oh my God, make that happen.
All right, let's go ahead and check out one last thing, and that is, this isn't the only way that these seats can be oriented.
No,
right?
you can actually put the seats up.
So if I go ahead and put this up,
Yes, sir.
I'll jump out, and this side as well.
Absolutely. They lock it up so you can put stuff on the floor even if you needed to.
And you have a lot of vertical space there for storing
Yep,
stuff.
absolutely.
A lot of boxes. Well, let's go ahead and jump up front, and then we'll get this thing on the road.
Sounds good.
Getting into the Ridgeline for the first time here, Justin. This is a very comfortable setup we have here.
Yep.
Very nice armrest to the side.
And that's new to this year. So 24, they got the armrest here. It kind of mimics the Pilot and the Passport center console
It
as well.
feels bigger. Like,
It is.
like wider.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So they used to have the armrest on the actual seat with the
Yes.
open cavity down below. I think this is much better. It's just
Yeah.
easier. There's more of a surface to rest your arm on.
Yeah.
And then underneath, you have a lot of
Oh,
cargo
wow.
space and storage space as well.
Yeah, there's just a ton of
There
space
is.
down here
Yep.
to store stuff.
You can store cell phones. You can just put them in there as well. That's actually a change tray as well there.
Oh, great.
Yep.
I guess I'll just put my foot on the brake, hit the engine start, stop
That's
button.
it. That's all you do.
Everything's lighting up here,
Mm-hmm.
and that looks like, on the left-hand side, a digital display, right side.
It is. So that's, again,
Yeah.
new to 24. So the newer generation Hondas are starting to adopt this heads-up display beyond the steering wheel, where you can hit the home button on your steering wheel to bring up the menu, and then use the scroll bar to scroll up and down and choose whatever you want.
yeah.
All you have to do is press that same scroll bar as your enter button and choose whatever you want to view up there.
Yeah, so if I want to put navigation up there, for example.
You can just see your compass and see what direction that you're going.
Or
Absolutely.
my phone, audio,
Yep.
speed, time,
So,
range, fuel.
Go down to audio real quick. I just
Yeah.
wanted to show you. If you click on that, then scroll up and down, and I have my audio off right now, but you can actually change between the different music media on the fly while you're driving, so you don't even have to touch the touchscreen. And then if you scroll left and right, those are your presets too. So you can actually change between presets on your AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite, or if you have, like I have on Apple CarPlay, I have my playlist playing, and you can scroll through that as well.
That's awesome. That's really great to have all of those features right there at your fingertips. I never have to reach for them.
You
They're
don't.
right there.
Nope, you can keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road.
Yeah. The right side of the steering wheel looks like it has a lot of the safety features. We'll go over those on the test drive.
Okay, sounds good.
But I did notice heated steering wheel.
That
right
is
there,
the
huh?
heated steering wheel. Yep.
Nice to have on a
Yep.
cool day like today. And
Yep.
let's talk about the steering wheel for a second, because it has a nice leather texture to it with that red stitching continuing throughout the vehicle.
So you got the red stitching all over. That's specific again to the Black Edition, but we actually have the Black Edition,
Edition right in the
embroidered
seat.
on the seats for the driver and the passenger as well.
What about on the left-hand side here? There seems
Yeah.
to be a lot of buttons down here that I don't know. Yeah.
The buttons over there on the left, the P with the light on, that's your parking sensors. So you can turn your front and rear parking sensors on and off if you want to.
Basically turning off the, on those safety features.
Exactly.
What do we have over here? I'm noticing an AC.
Okay, so remember that plug that I showed you in the
Yeah.
back trunk? So that's the power outlet. That's to turn it on. Okay.
All right. So if I
Yep.
want to- yeah. Okay. I see that
Yep.
400 watt there.
Yep.
All right.
And
And then there's the cargo. Looks like a light.
So you have the cargo light for the trunk, and then the one below it is the wiper, the heated windshield wiper that I was telling you about.
Okay.
So when you click that, the amber light is on.
And I don't want to forget to mention that this also has cold
Yes,
seats,
it does.
right?
Yeah. So in the summertime, you have the cold seats as well for the driver and the passenger. And then
love
again, we already talked about the heated seats in the back.
So we have a USB-A, a USB-C, and a 12-volt charger down
Yep.
here, as well as a
That's the wireless. Yeah, the wireless phone charger. So you can actually charge your phone up wirelessly. And then another cool thing that's new with the 24 Ridgeline, finally, Brian, we have the wireless integration with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
So I'm wirelessly charging my phone. We can wirelessly connect to
Yep.
Apple CarPlay, Android Auto.
I'm actually already connected with my phone, and
Okay.
here's Apple CarPlay. So I have all my phone connections, all my contacts in there. I have my text messages that I could text message hands-free. So this voice command button, you just bring up about a 3 or 4 second hold until you hear Siri or Google for the Android users. And then just voice command, whatever you want. I want to call this person, text so-and-so. What do you want to say to them? I'm running late, comma, I'll be there in a minute, period. If you put punctuation, it will come across as well. And then you can use any of your navigation apps. So as an Apple user, I have Apple Maps. I also have Google Maps, and I have Waze as a navigation app.
Lots of options.
Do you mind if I demonstrate real quick?
Please, let's do it.
So just do a long hold on there for about 3 or 4 seconds till you see or hear Siri, and then you can release your thumb. Directions to Red Lobster.
Getting directions to Red Lobster.
Wow. You know, they should really pay us
for
as many times we tell people how to get there, you know? But yeah, that's awesome. That's instantly right there at our fingertips, just connected to your phone, so you can even tell if there's traffic on the way. You know?
Absolutely. And because I'm an Apple user, I just used any destination, and it will automatically bring up my Apple Maps, unless I specify otherwise. So go ahead and do a 3-second hold on the voice command button again. Directions to Red Lobster using Waze.
Getting directions to Red Lobster using Waze.
All right.
There you go.
Do you think we could at least get some Cheddar Bay biscuits?
I know, right? Or an Ultimate Feast or something. You know?
You can have whatever navigation you want up there, whatever music you want.
Absolutely.
Call whoever you want, text whoever you want.
I could say Siri, play my playlists, you know, and shuffled even, and it will shuffle through my playlist, or any particular artist that I have, or any song. So basically, Brian, anything that you can ask Siri while you're connected in your car, you're going to be able to do it. One last thing I just wanted to point out, let's say you're on a trip and you had to remind yourself of something. You can actually schedule a calendar reminder or a basic reminder to stop at the store at 5 o'clock, let's say, while you're driving. So pretty cool stuff. It's
really great to have all that at your fingertips. It gives your car so much more versatility. We got a push button shifter down here, right?
Yeah.
So pretty simple looking. Pressing in for park, back for reverse, in for neutral.
Yep.
Drive, and then sport, right?
Exactly. So you have the 9-speed automatic transmission. You have the 3.5-liter V6 engine with 280 horsepower, which we're going to fill that out on the road.
Yeah, can't wait. Justin, I do see a few buttons down here. What are these for?
So that's your intelligent all-wheel drive traction management system. You can actually switch. See how it says snow up there? So you can actually just switch this as you're driving between normal and snow. That's going to more evenly distribute the all-wheel drive system for you, okay?
Perfect.
Being that this is a real-time all-wheel drive, on dry days like today, we don't need a full all-wheel drive. It's mainly going to drive itself like a front-wheel drive vehicle would, with power diverted mainly to the front wheels. And as soon as your wheels slip, it'll engage in all-wheel drive for you and distribute the power where it's needed. However, the snow mode will more evenly distribute that power. Go ahead and hit it again. That's for your mud setting. Let's say you're stuck in the snow or the mud, or need help getting out of a sticky situation. It'll disengage stability assist to allow your wheels to continue to spin if they start to slip, so that you can get out of that situation. You also have the sand setting for those customers that drive on the beach. You know,
I mean, that's pretty cool. You can do anything in this truck.
Yep,
you know?
Absolutely. And hit that one more time, and it will take you right back to normal.
Obviously, we have a shade up here for our sunroof, and
it's one touch all the way back.
One touch.
And here's the cool thing. If you had the sunshade forward, it would pull that back automatically for you.
Okay.
One touch all the way forward.
Yeah.
You can even ventilate it. So all you have to do is just push it in the middle to tilt it. Right there.
Yeah, right there.
And then just push it forward all the way to ensure a tight seal. There you go. And then you can put the shade closed if you want. Go ahead and open that. So push that back. That's for the back window. Remember me telling you about that?
Yeah, let's push that. So just, if I hold that in, it'll open up the back window.
Absolutely. And then you also have the sunglass holder.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Yep. Wow, that's an interesting looking one, actually.
Yep. You got the sunglass holder there.
Yeah.
You do have the map lights, of course. Automatic dimming mirror, by the way, and then these are your home link systems, so you can hook up your garage door openers.
All right, well, that's a lot of features. This, of course, is the Black Edition. It's got all of them. Let's go ahead and get this thing on the road and do our test drive.
Sounds good.
Hit the gas a little bit here. Wow. So definitely heard that, that's for sure.
You do have a lot of power. Again, you have the 280 horsepower. Actually has 262 foot-pound of torque, and you have that 9-speed automatic transmission. So hey, when you're getting out on the highway, you're definitely going to have plenty of speed. You do have the automatic lights. You can keep it on auto all the time.
Okay.
And that's nice for nighttime because it's going to turn your headlamps on automatically. Even if you're on a road that's not well lit, you'll have automatic high beams as well that'll turn off and on.
All right, so something trucks aren't really known for, turning radius here, Justin. We're going to make the turn.
Yep.
And that kept us within those 2 lanes.
Yep.
There.
Yeah, you see trucks that have to stop and back up.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah. So you have to hit the main button first there to be able to activate your cruise control and your lane keep assist system. So something that's new with the 24 model, Brian, is that the lane keep assist system, do you notice the display beyond the steering wheel?
Yes.
So those dotted lines are now a solid line, and they turn green whenever you know that the lane keep assist system is working. And if you start to drift, it'll just assist your steering and keep you centered in the actual lane that you're driving down.
Well, let's go ahead and test it out then.
Sure.
I'm going to go ahead and inch over here to the right side and just, leaving my hand off the wheel there, it's just turning the wheel just enough, nudging me over back into the lane. And honestly, my hand has been off the steering wheel here.
I was just noticing there was a little turn in the road and it actually turned right with it. So
that's awesome. I just really want to try to get it over there.
Yep.
And it's correcting for me. It's actually saying lane departure up here.
Yep.
Vibrating the wheel and bringing me back in the lane. The next thing I want to test out is the adaptive cruise control.
Yes.
So
all you have to do is just set your cruise perfect, and you're set at 39 miles an hour. You see that?
Yes.
And you can actually either bump it up 1 mile an hour increment, or if you hold that button down, it'll actually pop you up 5 mile an hour increments.
Yes.
And now you're up to speed. And then do you see the button that has the little lines on it?
Yes.
Go ahead and just hit that over and over again, and you'll notice the car icon will get closer to you. You can bridge the gap between you and the car in front of you.
And we're speeding up because they're outside of that
Exactly.
gap.
Yep. Now, we won't go any higher than 55, of course, unless you increase your speed and reset the cruise control, or if you just manually put it up as you're driving. But yeah, you stay in line with traffic, and it will brake and accelerate on its own. When you get in the fast lane and nobody's there, that car icon will go away, and it will pop you back up to whatever speed you had set for your cruise.
Bus in front of me is actually slowing down, and we're starting to slow down.
Exactly.
Here
Yep.
now, too.
We're at a safe distance, and it's actually already caught the vehicle in front of us, so it'll slow us up on its own.
Yeah.
And right at 25, there we go.
Takes us out.
And it takes us out. So at 25 miles an hour and below, you have to manually brake. But there's the indicator that will beep and let you know that the cruise mode is turned off, and you just brake yourself all the way down to 0 miles an hour.
So over on the left-hand side, I'm about to pass a vehicle, and I notice that this little icon has lit up here. If I turn on my turn signal with somebody there, it's flashing at me and beeping at me, letting me know that there's a vehicle there, that I should make that left-hand turn.
Yep. So you have blind spot info on the left and the right-hand side of the vehicle.
Now, as far as warranty goes for this, what do we have to look forward to for the Honda?
You got the great Honda warranty. You have the 3-year, 36,000-mile comprehensive warranty. That takes care of all the bells and whistles, all the motors for the power seat and the power moonroof and the windows and whatnot, all the computer systems. And you have a 5-year 60 on your powertrain. That's your engine, drivetrain, transmission, and your all-wheel drive system. New with the newer generation Hondas, you do have 2 years of free maintenance, redeemable at any Honda dealership. Now, however, we have lifetime free inspections at our dealership, so we want you to come back and get your vehicle serviced. However, if you're on vacation, let's say, and you need an oil change, filter change, tire rotation, or any multi-point vehicle inspection, those can be handled at any Honda dealership, again, for the first 2 years or 24,000 miles.
All right, so I went ahead and put the car into reverse here, and as I turn the wheel, I notice the lines are changing there, right?
Yep. Your guidelines change color to give you a projected angle into a parking spot. And then you can go ahead and hit this button for a more concentrated view, and then you have a straight down view. You can back right up against the curb without hitting it. Now that is our bumper sensors. So if you're getting close to something, it'll beep, it'll start off yellow and move to orange and then red, and the intervals will get closer together. And you're also getting cross-monitor detection. So that was the next thing. That's what this little indicator is here. It's using your blind spot info system, and it'll beep and indicate if any vehicles are traveling behind you and what side they're coming from with arrows as well.
Well, that's great. There's a lot of different ways that this vehicle is actually looking out for you. It doesn't feel like I'm up incredibly high. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it feels like I'm at a SUV level.
The Ridgeline is not built off of a ladder type frame. So some of the bigger trucks are, and that gives it a very rigid and truck-like feel, you know, very bouncy, and you feel every bump in the road. This is built off of a unibody structure. So you're gonna have that car, SUV, crossover, utility vehicle kind of feel when you're driving. Very smooth, very quiet.
All right, guys, well, that was my first drive on the 2024 Honda Ridgeline Black Edition. I think it's an awesome truck, definitely worth checking out. Justin, if they have any questions about this vehicle, how can they contact you?
Yes, you can visit me right here on Route 30 in Greensburg. You can ask for me, Justin Thompson. You can call me directly, 724-219-1449, or you can visit us online at smailhonda.com.
All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for our test drive today. So until next time, enjoy the ride.
See ya.